Good evening. See, trying something new here. I'm Paula Nicole Good. I'm a transformation and abundant life coach. Here, let me see if I can get this on my phone. It's my first time using two devices. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm a transformation and abundant life coach. And I generally work with women who desire to have a more fulfilling life, heal from their past trauma, overcome dependency, and I help them transform their mindset, develop more confidence, overcome self doubt, and I work with them through one-on-one coaching. Okay, and I end up doing a lot of writing, and I found myself writing about something that I tend to speak to a lot of people about, a lot of clients, friends. But I just wanted to come up here and just talk to you all. So, just have a question. Have you ever been in a situation in life where you felt like you were stuck? You wanted to do something, like you really wanted to do it. You had plans in your mind, but you just couldn't move forward, or you found yourself constantly doubting yourself, or even if it's um, you're good at something, or you hear people say that you're good, but you just can't move forward, or you just start having these negative thoughts, and you feel like you have a glass ceiling, or you feel like you're in a cage. I have actually gone through this during a period of my life where I felt like I wanted to do things. I had plans, I had goals, and I had the details worked out in my head, but I just couldn't move forward. I just couldn't uh, step forward, and it sometimes was something as serious as applying for that job in my professional life, or something as simple as just going out with friends. People would invite me. I'd say, sure, I'll go. Have my outfit picked out. Know it's time to go, and I'll come up with the reason why I couldn't go. I just couldn't move forward. Well, I realized I was getting in my own way. And I see that happening a lot with people in various situations. And I hear so many different things come out of their mouth. Things like, well, I want to, but I mean, I'm really not that good. Or I don't really deserve this. Or, I'll do it, but I'm not sure if that's for me. And I literally sit there and watch people get in their own way. And when I sit down and look at what prevents people from moving forward, there's a lot of different things. The biggest thing I see that's just holding people back is fear. Fear is a huge thing, and a lot of times we don't realize we have fear. We don't realize we it's holding us back. We don't know why it's holding us back, and oftentimes that fear comes from something in your past. Um, it could be that you tried something and you failed. A lot of people are afraid of change. Uh, in my professional life, I was a clinical informatics specialist. I know some people are like, what is that? But basically, as a nurse, I helped people who were learning new technology apply it to clinical workflow. And we would have go lives where we were implementing new software, and it never failed. The first day of that go live, within the first hour, you had someone who was losing their mind. I mean, they were crying, they were getting angry. I've had a nurse cuss me out. The funny thing is, her name was also Paula. She was just cussing me out in the middle of the ICU. I've had someone just cry on my shoulder. I've had people just get mad, throwing charts before they even logged in. And I knew it's because they were afraid of change. And the truth is, it had nothing to do with the software. It had nothing to do with, you know, trying to do your job with something new. And I'll just tell you, as a nurse, it's very hard to bring in something new when you're running around trying to take care of patients. It always has something to do with something more personal in their past that they hadn't dealt with. And I would just sit, just watch them go through whatever situation they were having at that moment, and then we would finally get to what we needed to do. But it was always a fear of change that came from something in the past. um, Another thing is doubt. I dealt with doubt a lot. um, and for me it went all the way back to my childhood. I always had somebody that would tell me I wasn't smart, or, if I knew something they didn't know, they'd question, how did you know that? And then when I became an adult, I was in a toxic relationship where I was constantly tore down. um, they saw that I was intelligent or I knew something, and a criticism would come, and those criticisms stuck in my head, and they prevented me from moving forward because I'd see an opportunity or I want to do something, and those words would replay in my head and stop me. And it didn't matter if people said, "Well, you're good at this," or "You're smart," or "You can do it." I would think about those doubts in my head, and they would hold me back. Another thing that I've seen hold people back, and I see this a lot with women, especially younger women, um, is being authentic with yourself. And when I talk about authenticity, I'm speaking about your truth. You have to be able to speak your truth. You have to first know yourself in order to speak your truth. And I always invite people to take time to really figure out who they are, know what they want, know what they don't want, um, and then live in that and be confident with living in it. A lot of people avoid confrontation, and it doesn't have to be confrontation where you're arguing with someone. It could be something as simple as they don't like to tell people no. Um, and set those boundaries. They're afraid they'll hurt people's feelings. And I always say, you can protect other people's feelings while hurting yours and then stay stuck, or you can realize that you're not really hurting anyone's feelings by saying no, protecting your own boundaries and move forward. I just have some notes here because if I don't go along with my notes, I'll keep talking for an hour, and I'm trying to keep this short because it's late and bedtime is upon us in our household. But I work through people who are dealing with these things, with moving forward, and getting out of your own way. I am like that work that helps you overcome those things, overcomes those barriers. You desire to move forward to a more fulfilling life. Uh-oh, that's not my laptop. I help you get there. I have a 12-week program. Like I said, I do one-on-one coaching. We go through a process of really digging deep to get to the root of the issue, and then we move forward and we look at how we can replace all those negative things, those fears, those doubts. Um, we replace it with more positive things, of course, things that are realistic. Also help you with setting boundaries, being more confident with setting boundaries. And the results I've seen in my clients really have been life changing. It's to the point where I've even been like shocked with some of the results for, some particular people that I was never expecting. But people generally are always feeling more confident within themselves. They're able to set different goals for themselves, move forward. They love on themselves better, and it's an awesome thing to see that. So I have definitely I would definitely recommend, if you are feeling this way, reach out to me. I have a link to schedule a discovery call. I also have a link for an ebook that I created. So if you want to sit down, within yourself, get quiet, and just work through a workbook and read on some things and do your own personal work, please download this ebook. It's free. But I'll just leave with this one question for you. You know, are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to overcome these doubts? Now, if you're leaving comments, I cannot see it, so I'm going to try to see if I can look. Oh, no comments. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I am logged in Facebook on from the back end on my laptop. But anyway, if you do have comments, leave them. If you have questions, leave them. I will answer them. If you want to schedule a call, like I said, my link is up there. It is time to move forward. Enjoy the rest of your night. Talk with you later. Bye.